question was, he says, do the advertisers seem like they got their money's worth? The film, I'll tell you a little story that could go alongside it. So the movie premiered at Sundance, played through the roof. Linda Resnick didn't come. And so the next week I called Linda Resnick, the CEO of Pom, just to tell her it was great, you were missed, you know, everybody wanted to meet you, you have to come to the premiere in LA because people are dying. Everybody said, where's Linda, why is she not here? And she goes, oh Morgan, we're all really happy. But don't you wish you had ESP? And I said, why? She goes, because if you had ESP, you'd have known how well the film was going to play, and you'd have known to ask us for more money. Every time somebody at the top would say no, every time a CMO or the head of an agency that we would talk to would be like, this is a terrible idea. Nobody's going to want to see this. And there's no way we're helping you with this. All the people who worked underneath those people would say to me on the phone, listen, I know he doesn't want to do it, but I'll do whatever I can to help you that won't get me fired. so like, sir.
Did you do most of the calling yourself?
Myself and Abby Hurwitz. There was another producer friend of mine, Abby Hurwitz, who she came from the world of advertising. She used to work at McCann and got into production after, you know, not wanting to be in the ad world anymore. And we met her through a friend of ours, and I thought she was perfect, kind of with her ad experience, to kind of come on and produce the film with us, and she was great. So she and I literally did the majority of the calling. And
how do you handle so much rejection? I mean, how do you do that mentally? What is that?
Listen, when you grow up with my mother, it just comes for a while. You know?
You don't even look Jewish.
That's right.
But from a personal point of view, that's why I asked you. It was exhausting. The fact that you could take all of that, you know, like rejection,
right,
and still keep going with it. I mean, you have to be so determined.
Very tenacious.
Do you ever feel depressed during that process?
Oh, I mean, it's like as people, because here's what you don't see in the whole film is all the people who tell you, you know, as you call them, it's like, hey, we'd love for you to be the clothing company, like an Abercrombie, and they say, have you looked in the mirror? You expect us to like be your clothing sponsor? It's like people would say some of the most awful things to me, literally right to me. They would say horrible things, and so it was very, very difficult.
Would I never consider working with big comedy stars?
Yeah, I mean, I love comedy. It's one of my favorite things. You know, for years when I was growing up, like when I was like 7, 8 years old, I would stay up on New Year's Eve and watch Richard Pryor, and it was like George Carlin. You know, these are people that like shaped my brain.